What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today, as you might have seen in today's title, uh I'm looking at another trophy truck that I improved. um I figured I'd just do this in a full video because why not? Shorts, there you might get more views, but I mean, when you do a full video, it's a little more better. You get more into detail, especially with this one. I wanted to really get into detail with this one, because there is some new suspension that I've been inspired to make. So first, alright, well, these kind of got spaced out, hold on. Alright, so we're back. So, yeah, so there's some new suspension. Um, this right here. This was made by Wesley. Um, great, great channel. I mean, if you go look at his, YouTube channel, I'll go ahead and put it in the description, comments, and I'll put it on screen just to, so you can go check that out. But yeah, it's really, really good suspension. Um, Mine is a little different. His was offset, so what I mean by that, it was like uneven. It was an uneven body. So this steering hinge, I think this one of these, basically the steering hinges were over one another, and it was in just one straight line. But basically it's the same concept. Um, I think I copied the same thing. I tried my best to work with it, but so yeah, pretty nice suspension. It does really well. Um, it rides really nice. But I did add a little bit of a, not a special thing. I mean, it's pretty standard. It's just the same old uh suspension system where when you take a jump, it stiffens out the suspension. That way you can keep a soft ride, and when you take jumps, you can still take the jump. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with like Smart Shocks from Can-Am, or what is it, Dynamics from Polaris, but basically when you take a jump, or if you're um, what do you call it, hitting some rough stuff, the suspension kind of firms up, or not the suspension, but the actual shock itself. The springs stay, of course, whatever pound rating they are, but the shock firms up, or it'll whatever, basically. So yeah, that's kind of what it does. Same with the rear. Same old um, rear end. Pretty basic. This one also has the stiffened uh, smart shocks, I guess you could say, smart suspension, whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah, so thank you to Wesley for this suspension. I think he put this on. It looked like a Baja 1000, either Chevy or Toyota trophy truck. It really, oh my gosh, I can't speak properly.
You had you.
It looked really good. So props to him for that trophy truck. That thing was nice. Same with the rear suspension. It was like unreal. Um, I really wish, or I hoped that I would have like I think it's like a workshop, but like on PC, what do you call it? There's like different maps you can go on. That'd be sick if it was in PlayStation or like Xbox. Because what he did, he tested it out on one of the suspension testing grounds. Real bumpy road, and that thing just handled really nice. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much that. Now let's kind of go over what the difference is between these. So obviously these don't look very similar. Um, so yeah, these look absolutely different. Now this front end used to actually look like that on this one, but then I went ahead and I don't know why, but this front end just looks like amazing. So I just slapped this one on there. Looks really good, I think, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But let's go over suspension. So, I'm sure. Okay, so I wonder if. Oh my gosh, help, help. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Very interesting suspension. This actually doesn't even have springs. This actually just has a coupler. Very interesting. Okay, so couplers in the front. Not A-arm suspension. It's also like swing arm. Same with the rear. What is that? Yeah, so there's some more stabilizers there. Huh. And there's a air. This is very interesting. There's what do you call those? Man, what do you call those? I don't remember. But anyways, let's just take this thing for a drive. First impressions. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't turn too well. Now, supposedly this is a trophy truck. I don't know about that one. It looks more like a car. Like maybe if you actually delete. So let's just get rid of this. The chrome. I really don't want to get rid of that stuff, but basically I'm just saying like, if this was like this, then boom, you know, that kind of looks more like a truck. Um, but yeah, this thing just doesn't really look like that much of a trophy truck. I feel like its suspension is too soft. I feel like the body's a little too bulky on, or not bulky, but it's not bulky, but it's got really low ground clearance. This thing does drive pretty nice though. Like it's actually kind of soft suspension. This is actually kind of like my first time driving this thing. It's very fast, 48 power cores. I don't know if that's all engine. I know that it takes like, what is it, one power core for one power coupler, so there's like 44 power cores for engines, I guess, I think. Um, anyways, let's go ahead and take this on a jump, because I'm actually curious if this will handle jump. I mean, I think it will. Maybe with a little bit of, some minor, oh my gosh. Minor, damage. But yeah, I think it'll be just fine. All right, yeah, that's actually really soft suspension. Oh, oh, shoot. Okay. Let's redo that. So let's try that again. That was not good. I just threw my whole front end forward. All right, let's just see what the truck does. It actually lands. Oh my gosh. It actually lands fairly flat when you take it off a jump. And look at that. It's very satisfying. I really. Okay. I really think this would. I mean, it just looks very satisfying. It takes jumps, okay, you know, it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. I think if it's just a little bit higher on the bottom, like if this were like taking off, like part of this, reframed, and I think that would do really good. And then, you know, take this skid plate. You really don't need that. I feel like there's a little too much dragging engines, honestly. I don't think there should be that much, because I think that's just dragging you back. But anyways, so there's that. You know, not bad, not bad. Handling's fairly decent. Um, so this thing does actually have in-air roll capability, as we saw earlier, as we just absolutely cased the front end of our vehicle. And that was not good. Um, but you know, it's not bad, not bad. I've seen worse. So, um, who made this? Let me just see who made this real quick. Okay, so here we go. We got Rascal Angelo. Now I'm not sure if this is the original creator. Um, this is just the one that I saw that was similar to the one that I saw a while back. So this could be a different, completely different one. Um, but other than that, Rascal underscore Angelo. Uh, supposedly make this, so you know, shout out to them. Um, not a bad trophy truck, not a bad trophy truck. I do want to, let me see. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so let's just now we can look at this one. Alright, so hold on, let me just park real quick. Okay, so obviously, suspension once again by Wesley. Um, front end, not half bad. Rear end, basics. Alright, so let's go ahead and basically do the same thing that we did for the other one. Alright, so we're back. Alright, let's just see how this thing does. I'm not too sure how it's gonna do. Pretty sure it takes this jump pretty good. Alright, a little bit of bounce back. Very soft suspension though, as you can see. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Kind of satisfying. The front suspension is definitely the one that's the most satisfying. I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay. That's all good. Yep, we're okay. Yeah, this thing is very wide though, so it definitely does perform for handling good. If you do make these arms shorter, it's not gonna work out too well. Their scrub is really bad when you do that, and so when you turn, it basically just throws the tire under your vehicle, and it's not good. So you want to kind of keep it, what is that, like basically like 3 wide, I guess you could say, from the steering hinge to steering hinge. So not bad, not bad. The front suspension really does good work though. I don't know why I never really thought about it. Like the way it looks too, it just looks really good. I do want to check the articulation on it, because why not, so basically what we're gonna do here, I'll just build another one because, oops, we'll just do it from there, and then this one can go here. I'll go ahead and just cut to where it's already on the what do you call it, the oh my gosh, I can't think about it. I just said it earlier too. Okay, the articulation tester. There we go. Alright, be right back. Just look at that. First, I just want to look at this front suspension. I mean, that's beautiful. That's not even compressed all the way too. That can go even higher is the thing. But yeah, look at this. I mean, that's pretty in line too. I know on the other one it drooped down a little more, but I think that was just because of some of the other what do you call it? Variables in there. Maybe he had the pistons pulling in more, maybe less. I'm not sure. Or this, I don't know if he had pistons. I mean, I would think he had pistons pulling up the actual A-arms, or whatever you want to call these, these arms. I'm not sure if he had pistons. I would think he did, because when I built this with no pistons, it would just bottom out. So I think he put pistons. I could be wrong. But the rear, this one has 4 springs, so obviously it's just gonna compress brace basically all the way. A lot of travel on the rear, especially. Usually how trophy trucks are usually how trophy trucks are usually. Amazing grammar. Anyways, so yeah, this thing is pretty nice. This will be on the workshop pretty soon. It'll probably be already on there by the time I upload this video. I'm gonna try and keep this video short. Don't want to keep it too long. Maybe 9 minutes, 10 minutes, hopefully. Because it's very interesting on how I had to set up these videos. Anyways, I don't really have much more to say. This was pretty fun to build, and I'm glad I was able to somewhat replicate that suspension that Wesley made. Really great, seriously, like it works so good. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. What was I gonna say? obviously, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this also helps you, inspires you. Um, you know, uh, hopefully this suspension inspires you, from Wesley. It definitely inspired me. I never really thought about making it this way. And it's like it's not necessarily simple, but it's like such a simple way to like think like why not just do it this way? It's just very, very interesting. And it works really good. For just 2 springs, it works very, very good. I'm glad that I was able to add a little extra, uh, what do you call it? Stiffener, suspension, smarter shocks, whatever you want to call it. Um, so yeah, also, I mean, I guess I could show how that system works as well, if you haven't seen it already. I could put this on my, video for me going over that first simple trophy truck. Um, Basically this distance sensor, this output scale can really be anything. This kind of just controls your speed. I just put it to 0.8. You don't have to, whatever. You got to play around with it a little bit, especially depending on the jumps you're doing. Because, I mean, there's a whole lot of variables to this. There's a lot of ways you can set it up. You can keep tuning it depending on the races you're doing, or if you just want to have fun. A lot of bumps, maybe I don't know. There's a lot of things that factor into this. So basically, it's distance sensor, 2.2 meters invert trigger, and then just hooked up to the pistons. That way, when you take the jump, obviously it what do you call it? It stiffens them out, and then it's a better landing. So yeah, so there's that. Hopefully that helps as well. Definitely, honestly, one of my favorite builds. This one actually handles the best, considering it's the widest one I've made. Um, all the other ones were a little skinnier. But yeah, so the design of the front suspension definitely isn't compact, but it works. So I mean, it works really good. So it's not really. I mean, it's whatever. It's not compact. There's of course there's other versions of compact, but you don't really get as good a suspension as this. So it kind of just depends on your choice. Depends on what you're doing. Taking big jumps, little bumps. There's a lot of factors that play into it. So there's that. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed this video once again. Hopefully this inspires you. Um, you know, hopefully you start building your own if you're new to trail makers. Um, it's definitely an interesting game. My first build was I was trying to make a boat. Then I tried to make a dinghy. Then I don't even remember. But I was playing on Xbox before, just kind of messing around. And then I kind of came across some YouTubers, concept ideas, and I was like, wow, you could really do a lot. So, like I said, hopefully this inspires you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And, yeah, have a blessed day.